Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to sew this gathered asymmetric dress like we did for the drafting on the previous video. Welcome back again. So the first thing we're going to do is to join our darts for the front, and I've gone ahead to join my darts. And also, if you have a weaving machine, please kindly weave. If you haven't seen the drafting of this video, I'll be dropping the link on the description box so you can go for it. So this is also the back, and I've joined for the one side of the dart. This is one side of the dart. I've joined the one side of the dart, but this part you're not going to be weaving. And the dart that I took here was explained on the previous video. Kindly look out for it. So once you're done doing that, the next thing is for you to close out the neckline. So I'm going to be showing you how to close out the neckline. I've done for the front, and this is one piece for the back. So I'm going to pick the other piece for the back and show you how to close out the neckline. All you have to do is to place the neckline of the fabric on a plain paper, or sorry, on a plain fabric, and then you cut out. So this is for the front. You can see how neat it is. And when you are doing this, make sure you use an emigum. And emigum is what made it sit properly on the front neckline. So this is the back, and I have gone ahead to cut the back piece. You just place a separate little piece and cut. Once you're done cutting, you might have to mark the fabric. For me, I'm using a two-face fabric where the front and the back are the same. So you just pick one side and then mark. So you can see I'm rolling it out just to make it easy for you to understand how to sew, how you would sew it. And when you're sewing, you're going to add this emigum. You sew with the emigum from that end, from this part to the neck, to the other part. And once I'm done doing so, I'm going to show you how it looks. So this is what we have after sewing with the emigum, and you can see how it looks. Once you're done sewing, you're going to do a top stitch for it to be neat. Do a top stitch, and then you give it a very good press. You give it a very good press. And this is what we have once you're done weaving. You can see how neat it is. I just needed to show you guys. It's very neat. So it's essential you just weave. So once you're done doing that, you're going to pick up the two back, that is for the zipper part. You put them together, and this is me trying to mark out the zipper line. Then you pick up the front and fold into two, align them, make sure they are all aligned at the edges. So this is very easy to mark out your zipper line, because this is a freehand method. So you are going to use a pin to hold it, and then align the necklines together, make sure they are all equal, and then you also pin it down if you want to. So I'm still trying to put them in order, make sure they are all aligned. Just watch what I'm doing, because this is very important, because this is one of the best way for you to mark out your zipper line when you are working with a freehand. So I'm just trying to trim out all the excess on the shoulder and also on the zipper part, just cutting out all the thread. Please take out all the thread, and then I use the pin to hold it, because it's very easy this way for me. It works for me. So I just thought of showing you guys. And then you bring back the front and then put it together to align with the back. You can see what I'm doing. Put it together to align with the back. The shoulders should align, the waistline should also align, and just make sure everything is aligned. If you have office pins, please work with office pins. It's just going to be easy, because I noticed I'd already run out of office pins, so I needed to just make it easy and trim out all the excess. Like you can see, I had to trim the armhole again, and then you mark out the line for the zipper. So this is very easy. You just mark it out and take it to your sewing machine and do a loose stitches. Once I'm done doing so, I'm going to show you how it looks. This is what we have after joining the zipper line, and then you just trim out the excess that you have and make it very neat. Make sure it's very neat. And the next thing you're going to be doing is to open up and then put the front piece to the back piece and mark out your measurement. So put the front piece, this is me putting the front piece make sure you had your pins, hold them equally. So I've already marked out the measurement of the camera because this video was very long, and then this is how I'm marking it out. You can see I'm stretching the fabric. You stretch and mark it out, and then you take to your sewing machine to sew. So you sewed both lines, and this is what we have after sewing. This is what we have after sewing. And the next thing I'm going to be doing, just give it a good press and then open up the line for the, open up this part, the zipper line. Make sure you open it up. Please open with your seam ripper, don't do with scissors. If you are a beginner, please use the seam ripper if you are not very good with handling fabric. So I'm just going to take out all the threads, and the next thing I'm going to be doing after taking out all the threads is to start taking the measurement from one end to the other end, like this. You take your tape rule and take the measurement from one end to the other end of this, and whatever you have, you're going to cut 2 pieces or 3 pieces. You're going to cut 2 pieces or 3 pieces. That is the remaining part of the gathered skirts. I call it gathered skirt. That's the best way for me to explain this. And whatever you have, you either cut into 3, into 2, or into 2.5. It all depends on what you want. So I'm going to be cutting this off camera. So I've gone ahead to cut it off camera, and also I had to do a loose stitches. That is for me to be able to do my gathers. So I'm sure you guys know how to do your gathers, but if you don't know how to do these gathers, just let me know in the comment section. So I'm going to be doing a video of it, and then you join the gathers to the half length. So you join the gathers to the half length. So you're going to start from one part of the half length. Remember, from our shoulder to this upper part is called half length. If you don't know this, please if you are just knowing this for the first time, it's not difficult. So from your shoulder to your waist, where the asymmetric start is your half length. So this is what I have after joining it together. So if your whatever length of the gown, let's say for example, if the length of your gown is 40, so you are going to remove 40 minus your original half length. That is after drafting on the paper, which is the asymmetric, like we did on the previous video. So what you have left is what you are going to use to cut the length of the gathers. Please take note of that. So that's what you are going to use to cut the length of the gathers. So kindly make sure you weave. I hope this is understood. And if you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe, it on the notification bell so you can get notified once I upload any sewing tutorial. I hope this was very, very clear. And if you have any questions or you might be confused on what to do, just also let me know on the comment section. And the next thing we're going to be doing is to fix our zip and also to fix our sleeve. So I've gone ahead to cut the sleeve, and if you understand that the picture is not just a straight sleeve, is a flare sleeve, which you can see there. So you're going to cut a short flare, which is more like cutting a peplum. If you don't know how to cut a peplum, I'm going to be dropping the link on the description box. The difference is just to understand the length of the peplum, of the sleeve, of the flare, which is also called the peplum flare. And the length I have here is 5, and the length of the sleeve I have is 18, which makes it a total of 23. And then you add your you add your allowance. So I'm going to do this off the camera and also attach it on the dress and show you how it looks. So this is what we have after attaching it to the dress, and you can see how beautiful it is. I'm going to be putting this on the mannequin, but before I do that, this is the sleeve. The length of the straight sleeve is 18, and the flare is 5, which makes it 23 plus the allowance. You either add ½ inch or 1 inch, depends on your preference. But kindly note that that is not the standard measurement. Make sure you take the length of the straight sleeve that you want it to get to your clients or yourself, and also that of the flare. Please make sure you take the length, the total length. That is going to be making it for me, for my total length for the sleeve plus the flare is 23. So please make sure you do that for your client. And I'm going to be putting this on the mannequin. You can see this dress is very, very long. Please, if you want to take a short dress, please make sure you do so. And this is what we have. You can see how beautiful it is on the mannequin. If you look very well, the dress is very long on the mannequin because that's what the client wants. So thank you so much for staying to the end of this video, and if you are yet to subscribe, please kindly subscribe on my YouTube channel. Tell me what you think on the comment section, and like and share this video. Bye.